सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नः सार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We will read the first mantra of second Dwitiya Prashna, page number 21. We will start the second question. अथ द्वितीयः प्रश्नः अथ हैनं भार्गवो वैदर्भिः पप्रच्छ भगवन् कत्येव देवाः प्रजां विधारयन्ते कतरः एतत् प्रकाशयन्ते कः पुनरेषां वरिष्ठ इति। Again, अथ द्वितीयः प्रश्नः अथ हैनं भार्गवो वैदर्भिः पप्रच्छ भगवन् कत्येव देवाः प्रजां विधारयन्ते कतर एतत् प्रकाशयन्ते कः पुनरेषां वरिष्ठ इति. Now in the first question, the creation, Katya and Kabandhi, he asked the question about the creation of the world, that how did this creation come up? And then the answer given by him was that the Prajapati, he started the creation initially with a creation of a pair called Rai and Pran. And that Rai and Pran further created the Surya and the Chandra. And then from that came the Samvatsar or the Kal Srishti. From the Kal Srishti came the Loka Srishti or the Ayan, Dakshinayan and the Uttarayan, calling it the names given as Lok, Chandra Lok and the Surya Lok. After that, then the Anna was created. After that, the Divas was created, and there we saw a diversion, a slight diversion, incidental diversion about Grahasthas. Then ultimately, the Anna Srishti was also given, that through that Anna only the whole Praja has come. So this was the whole Prajapati Brat was given there, and the whole question number 1 finished. After that, now today let us start the second question that is asked by the second student called Bhargav Vaidarbhi. If you remember, there were 6 students that had approached Pippalada Muni, and now this second student name is Bhargav Vaidarbhi. Bhargav Vaidarbhi. Now, if you remember, this portion belongs to Brahman Upanishad, Brahman portion of the Veda. So, the mantra portion has been described in the Brahman portion. So, the mantra portion, the Mundak comes in the mantra portion, and in Mundak we haven't seen Mundak yet. In the Mundak, this Upasana portion has not been taken into account. So actually what is happening here, initially also we saw in the introduction of the Bhashyam, initially, the first, it was said that by Bhagwan Bhashyakar that this is a commentary as if to the mantra portion or to the Mundak Upanishad. So in Mundak Upanishad, Para and Apara Vidya are described in chapter 1. In chapter 1 in Mundak Upanishad, Para and Apara Vidya are described in detail. So 3 chapters in 2 sections are there. So there, this has been spoken. So in chapter 1, Karma and Upasana are elaborated. Para and Apara Vidya, they are elaborated, and Karma and Upasana are elaborated. So there in 1.2 in Mundak Upanishad, the Karma portion was elaborated a lot. And Upasana was not spoken at all. Only one mantra, I think, spoke of Upasana. So that is why, to elaborate that Upasana portion now, in Brahman portion, in here, in this Prashnopanishad, which belongs to Brahman portion, now this has been taken so that we do not underestimate Upasana. So because that portion was left out there, so here Upasana has been taken. Is this clear? ये clear हुआ क्या? Please let me know. Is this clear?
हाँ हुआ.
ठीक है ना? Okay. So now what is happening in Upasana portion? We are going to take Hiranyagarbha Upasana. Hiranyagarbha Upasana has been taken in the second question. So Hiranyagarbha Upasana meaning what? That's Sagun Brahma Upasana. The Sagun Brahma Upasana or the Upasana or the Manas Vyapar will be told here. Manas Vyapar. So thought with a more pervasive object. Upasana meaning what? A thought has been taken with a more pervasive object is repeated on a smaller object. A more pervasive object will be repeated on a smaller object. So a smaller object. So Nikrishta Vastuni, Utkrishta Bhavana. Nikrishta Vastuni, when we are invoking Lord Vishnu in a Shaligram or Lord Shiva in a Shivling. So that is a stone. But in that Nikrishta Vastu, we are invoking something very pervasive. That is called Upasana. So here also we are going to bring another thought, and it is not a natural process. We have to remember this. Upasana can never be a natural process. It is not a natural process. It has to be cultured. It has to be developed consciously. We are bringing in some bigger thought to see the Lord in a mortal being, in a guru, is not easy. That has to be cultivated. That has to be cultured. So when in Taittiriya it is said Matridevo Bhava, Pitridevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, there Bhagwan Bhashyakar has said that it is not natural but it has to be invoked there. So I invoke something bigger in something small. In Drishta, I invoke Adrishta. In Drishta, I do Adrishta Bhavana. In Drishta, I see the Adrishta. To see the God in Guru is not natural, it is Upasana only. So this makes our bhav very big. This makes our small bhav very, very big. This will make our small bhav pervasive. This will make our small bhav free from ahankar. So these are the plus points of upasana when we do. Because as it is, our thoughts are very, very small, very, very low on small objects we tend to get attached to. So when we are doing puja, we have to remember two things. When we are doing puja with a lot of dravya, again, if we are doing puja with a lot of dravya, then it does not come under upasana. It will come under karma pradhan action. I mean, it will become karma pradhan. It is not upasana pradhan. It has become a karma. When a lot of dravya is used, my attention is only on the dravya, on the ritual portion. But when I have a lot of bhavna in that, and it does not matter whether my dravya is more or less, at that time, that puja becomes upasana pradhan. Bhav Pradhan, Upasana Pradhan, Ishta Dev Pradhan. When I'm doing a lot of dhyan is being done, and that dhyan or the upasana is more than the dravya that is being offered. I am seeing that my Lord is there. He's taking everything. Like in every puja, whatever we do here in the ashram also, like that the other day we did Lalita Sahasranam recently. And that time I had told you that just close your eyes for a few minutes when we were offering bhog to Devi Ma. That offer everything, offer whatever you have, offer all those things in front of the Devi, and imagine that she is taking everything. She is enjoying everything. So that is called Dhyan Pradhan Upasana. When we do a lot of Dhyan and the Dravya outside is not that important, then it becomes Upasana Pradhan. So Ishtadev Dhyan is more in Upasana Pradhan Puja. And in Karma Pradhan Puja, the Dravya is more important. So when this will come under Karma Yoga. So this is also good somehow, at least that a sadhak that is engaged in some activity, some good action, at least that is there. So here Karma Yoga will take away the external defects of Kam, Krodh, Rag, Dvesh, the external defects of a person that will go. But Upasana, what does it do? Upasana cleanses the mind. Upasana will give bigger thought. It will cleanse the mind. It will make your patra of mind very clear and bigger to hold pervasive thought for a long time. This is the fruit of doing upasana. So in when we are doing Surya Upasana, suppose I think we all of us do Surya Upasana. In the morning, we give Arghya to Lord's Sun. At that time, when we are giving the water to Lord's Sun, offering with that water, we are invoking the Devata called Surya in that fireball that we are seeing. So continuously for a long time, many years, when we keep on doing this, then when we see the sun, automatically our hands fold. Automatically, we won't do anything wrong or speak lies in front of the sun. That will happen automatically because for a long time I have been invoking something bigger in that fireball. I have been invoking Surya Narayan in that sun. So in front of the sun, I will try to collect myself and not do wrong things also. Similarly, with any upasana, this mind becomes free from all the smallness, from rag dvesh, from all the external defects of the mind. I won't lie, I won't have bad thoughts. All these things come naturally. Anything. If you have a higher bhav in your parents, the same thing will happen. The same thing will happen in anything. Wherever I have that utkrishta bhavna, like here also, I have my deities like Radha Madhav are there here in the satsang hall. So continuously when we are doing the upasana, that they both are here, we have to serve them. So automatically, when the children come, they feel that yes, they are both here, so we should be quiet. We should not do any mischief here. It's difficult to control them otherwise. Whenever they come in, I say, just put your fingers on your lips and just sit down quietly. This is the hall of prayer. This Bhagwan is sitting here. Don't shout too much, otherwise they will run away. So they keep quiet. So this is invoking the higher in some lower in this way. So this is the fruit of upasana. So if I have a lot of Ishwarakar vritti, then I bring that. So we will see some points, 5, 6 points. That is the fruit of doing this upasana. The first one is when I am doing this Ishwarakar Vritti I am bringing, invoking this Ishwarakar Vritti for a long time. At the time of despair also, at the time of sorrow also, at the moments when I am feeling lonely also. At that time, what happens? I can invoke that Ishwarakar Vritti very easily because I have been doing, my mind has been practicing that. So that will be very easy for me. And maybe I'll be more I have more acceptance towards the fruit that I'm getting. That this is the prasad of the Lord only, and He has given me. Okay, it may be bitter fruit also. I am accepting that as a prasad from the Lord. So I don't react there too much. Second is that aham vritti that is constantly coming, appearing, and it is troubling me. That will appear small because I have a bigger aham vritti in myself while doing upasana. This is the second point. What is the second point? My aham vritti that troubles me will become small in front of that big aham vritti. Third point is what? All jealousies and everything will go away. Ragdvesh will go away. Why? Because निज प्रभु मैं देखा जगत के ही सन करहूं विरोध. निज प्रभु मैं देखा जगत. I am seeing my Lord only in every person, every being, every situation. That He only has tailored it specially for me. I am in His plan. Then naturally, the jealousy aspect, the ragdvesh aspect, attachments and all, I will be away from all that naturally. That will come naturally to me because I'm seeing the whole world as Him only. Fourth point. In Upasya Vritti, the mind becomes very, very cool. The Jwalanatmak Vritti is not there. It is not anxious anymore. Because he is continuously seeing very, very big thing in his life. In Vastu Shastra also, if some of you know Vastu Shastra, when we are sitting, it is said that either put a photograph of Himalayas behind you or put some photograph of some saint behind you who's very big in your mind. So why? Because continuously I will feel that he is there. So fifth point is what? My Ashrayakar Vritti becomes very, very strong. My Ashrayakar Vritti, that becomes very strong that I feel that I am protected wherever I go. Wherever I go, I am protected. Okay. Then sixth point is when I do something wrong. When I do something wrong, I need a place for confession. Like this Christianity has got this that they go to the church and then they go to some booth type, and then they confess their wrong, whatever guilt they have or confessions they do. Here also we need a place to confess. I need to offer all my mistakes at some altar, and that I get when I have an upasya in my life. Otherwise, even if I keep on doing good actions, yesterday only somebody was telling me that I don't believe in God, I believe in doing good actions. I said it is very good. You should keep on doing the good actions. It will give you fulfillment, satisfaction. But my question is, when you are alone, when you can't, there are things that we can't share with anybody. Whom will you share it with? There we need an altar. So this, when with upasana, this guilt feeling, the aham that is guilty, that also gets a place to dissolve itself. Otherwise, it is carried forward for a long time, and it will affect our next birth also. It will affect our fruit of action also, because that karta bhav, the guilt feeling, that is continuing in ourselves. Seventh point, that Upasadevta, when he is happy, he fulfills all my desires. Whatever my desires are there, whatever my wishes are there, he will fulfill that. So I am sure that I am making somebody happy, someone big, very happy, and he is all powerful and he has got the capacity to give me also. So he will fulfill all my desires today or tomorrow, whenever. He is making me ready for that. So here, Upasana of Pran will be told. Actually, what is happening? In the second question, the Stuti of Pran will be done. And in the third question, Upasana of Pran will be done. Okay. So according to the rules of Mimamsa, Mimamsa says what? Upasya Devta has to be praised first. According to the rules of Mimamsa, the rule is that the first Upasya Devta has to be glorified. He has to be praised. So Stuti has been done first in the question number 2, in Prashna number 2 of that Hiranyagarbha or that Pran. Remember, Rai and Pran were there. So that Pran only has been taken here. And in the third question, then, the Upasana, how to do that Upasana of that Pran will be told. Okay. So, how that Pran is Atta, how that Pran is the creator of the world. First is this thing. This question has been told that how he is the hold as a Pran, is he the holder of the body? And second is the Upasana portion. In Mundak, the Upasana is described minimum. So to give description of that Upasana, the Stuti of that Prana or the praise of that Upasana is mentioned in second Prashna. Is this clear? Huh? So we will go ahead now. So here Hiranyagarbha, meaning what? Hiranyagarbha is the Samashti Sukshma Sharirabhimani. Is what the Hiranyagarbha is, the Samashti Sukshma Sharirabhimani. Samashti Sukshma Sharirabhimani, as it is not Pratyaksha. So our attention does not go there. As he is not Pratyaksha, so our attention does not go there. So anything small cannot exist if it is not connected to the whole. Again, anything small cannot exist if it is not connected to the whole. We have to be connected to the whole. Like if the body is not connected to the 5 elements outside, it will stop existing. Like the air inside, the vital air inside, the prana inside. If it is separated from the air outside, it will stop existing. When a child is growing up, he is connected to each and everything in the society. His parents, if it is not connected to the parents or the society, it won't grow or it won't exist. It will stop existing. So all these things are related to our upasanas, meaning Small countries also, if you see, all those small countries are connected to some bigger countries. Like now the wars are going on. If you see, if you know the news, etc., then Iran is backed up by Russia, some bigger country. Israel is backed up by US. In this way, anything small you see, they are always backed up or covered up by the bigger things. So in this way, our body is also covered by the five elements outside. Similarly, we have got a subtle body, and our subtle body is small. Similarly, it has to be connected with the samashti subtle body. And what is that samashti subtle body? The samashti subtle body is called the Hiranyagarbha here, or the Prana here. So it should be connected to very big, to something very big, which from where it is taking its power to sustain itself, to grow, to take its power, nourishment, etc. Okay, so here this Sukshma Sharir or the Mahat, that is conditioned by the Chaitanya. It is called the Hiranyagarbha. So Hiranyanam. Hiranyagarbha meaning what? Hiranyanam or the Jnananam Garbha. Hiranyanam or the Jnananam Garbha. So it is also called the Pran. It is also has it another name called the Utratma. It is also called Hiranyagarbha. One name is Brahmaji also. Brahmaji also. So all these are synonyms. All these are synonyms. Pran, Sutratma, then Hiranyagarbha. Many more names are also there. Brahmaji. Okay. So in this way, because so why is it called Sutratma? Because it is going through my mind also. The same Hiranyagarbha or the same Sukshma Abhimani, that is the Samashti subtle body, Samashti Mana, that is has to go from through my mind also. Otherwise, my mind is segregated. Then how it is it all pervasive? For making it all pervasive, I should be included in that. So that is why one name is called Sutratma. So knowledge of all the people, of all the times, all knowledge of all kinds. That's a small portion of that Hiranyagarbha. All the knowledges are there in the form of Sukshma Tanmatra in that Hiranyagarbha. He is the holder because all these things are Jad. So there has to be somebody sentient to hold it. That is called Upasana. That is called Hiranyagarbha. Now, how to do Upasana? How to do? By seeing the seen, we go to the unseen. This is called upasana. By seeing the shaligram, I go to the thought of Vishnu Bhagwan, Narayan. By seeing the Shivling, I go to the all-pervasive called Lord Shiva. Similarly, by seeing the Guru, I go to the all-pervasive Guru Tattva. So here we see Pran and go to the Hiranyagarbha. This is the way we are going to do the Upasana of Hiranyagarbha. Because Pran we have, so in our body there is Pran. So looking at the Pran, that is small, I go to that Hiranyagarbha. That Pran, this Pran word is very important here. Okay, so Pran means what? One who has Pran means Prana asya iti pranaha, prani. Prana asya iti prani means what? One who has got pran, that is called prani. Because pran is important. Prana asya iti prani. One who has got prana, he is called prani here. So in deep sleep, all the sense organs, they fold back. The sense organs fold back, all the things are gone inside, they are lean. But this pran, this is there. It is not lean, it is working there. The digestion processes, the air that is we are inhaling, exhaling, that is all going on. So this pran, that is why is very, very important. The blood circulation is going on. So all go back, but pran is there. So we don't call it sense organ, but we call it pran. We don't call it sense organ, we call it pran because pran is more committed to sustain the body. To sustain this body, Prana is more committed to, as per the commitment we have given the name. So Pran is the greatest blessing of Hiranyagarbha to all of us. So here Upasana is done at the Samashti Pran Upasana level. And the Upasana is done at the Samashti level. Okay. So let us see now the first mantra. I have already read it. Atha Dwitiya Prashna. Now Pranastuti, if you remember, I told you in this second Prashna, Pranastuti will be done. In the third Prashna, the Upasana portion will come. Atha ha enam Bhargavo Vaidarbhi Prapacha. The second student's name is Bhargavi or Bhargava Vaidarbhi. Now, what is asking? Bhagwan, kati eva devaha prajaha vidharayante. Full stop. Kati eva deva, how many devtas? Devaha prajam. Here prajam means this body. Prajam vidharayante, holding this body. How many devtas are holding this body? Katyeva means kati plus eva. Eco energy. Katyeva. Kati plus eva. So how many devtas are holding this body? Vidharayante, full stop. Katara etat prakashayante, full stop. Second question is Katara eva prakashayante. Katara means who all, kon, Katara. Etat means praja. Praja means the body. Prakashayante means illumine. So who all are illumining this body? First question is holding. Second is prakashayante, who are illumining this body. Kaha, third question. There you have to put a full stop after prakashayante. Then kaha punaresham varishta iti. Meaning, or punar esham. Esham means devanam madhye. Or amongst all those devtas, who is the shreshth, senior most, or most important? Who is the most important among all those devtas that are holding the body? So three questions has been asked by Bhargav Vaidarbhi. Let us see the Bhashyam. Atha anantaram ha kil enam Bhargavo Vaidarbhi prapacha. Atha anantaram meaning what? After the question of Kabandhi Katyayan. Kabandhi Katyayan Prashnanantaram. Ha kil enam. Kil enam. Kil enam. Enam means Pippaladam. To Pippalad. Kill means indeed. It is not English kill. It is a Nipat used to for indeed. Okay. Bhargavaha Vaidarbhi Prapacha. To Rishi Pippalad Muni, to the teacher, this second student named Bhargava Vaidarbhi, he asked, Hey Bhagwan, Kati evam devaha prajam sharira lakshanam vidharayante. So here with the attitude of reverence, see he is with the attitude of reverence addressing his guru as Bhagwan. So attitude of reverence to the teacher, what will happen? The mind becomes very quiet. The mind becomes accepting. The mind becomes available. Okay. And Katyeva Devaha. How many devtas? Katyeva Devaha. So Devaha Prajam Sharira Lakshanam. See, Devaha here means there are many principles also in this body. This body is held by many principles. So all those principles will be having some holder. He is asking who is the holder of that, whom we call Devtas. Prajam means what? Sharira Lakshanam, this body. Now, how many Devtas are holding this body? Vidharayante means Visheshena Dharayante. You have to put is equal to. Vidharayante meaning Visheshena Dharayante. Who is holding this body? Who are the Devtas holding this body? Katare Buddhi Indriya Karmendriya Vibhaktanam Etat Prakashanam. Katare means kon, who all, and buddhi indriya. Buddhi indriya means jnanendriya. Karmendriya meaning karmendriya. Vibhaktanam etat prakashanam. So one of the one who's divided into this karmendriya and the jnanendriya. So vibhaktanam etat prakashanam swam mahatmya prakhyapanam prakashayante. Who illuminates this karya karana sanghat, this body? Katarat etat prakash. Smallest sentence will be Katare etat prakashayante. Etat means what? Etat means this buddhi indriya karmendriya vibhaktanam. Etat prakashanam. So this body which is karya karan lakshan, which is having the subtle body, which is having the gross body, all these things. There is a karya karan sanghat, this body. So who's illuminating this body? Again, the same thing is who's the holder of this body. Okay. Now, third question. Ko asau punaresham varishtha? Who's varishta? Who's varishta mean pradhana? Who's most important? Karya karana. There you have to put asti. Okay. Lakshananam asti iti. So, ko asau punaresham varishtha pradhana karya karana lakshananam iti asti. So, who's most important among all those devtas? Please let me know. Please tell me. I want to know. So, three questions are asked. Who's the holder of the body? Who are the devtas of the body? And amongst those devtas, who's the most important? This is the first question. Let us come to the second question. Tasmai sa, I am going to read it. तस्मै स होवाच आकाशो हवा एष देवः वायुरग्निरापः पृथ्वी वाङ्मनश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रं च ते प्रकाश्याभिवदन्ति वयमेतद्बाणम् अवष्टभ्य विधारयामः तस्मै स होवाच आकाशो हवा एष देवः वायुरग्निरापः पृथ्वी वाङ्मनश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रं च ते प्रकाश्याभिवदन्ति वयम् एतद्बाणम् अवष्टभ्य विधारयामः. Now answer has been given here. The answer has started. So be very careful. So now stuti, that prana is being done. So Hiranyagarbha anshatvat. Now because it is the ansh of that Hiranyagarbha, so stuti of that prana is being done. What is it saying? First, let us see the meaning. Tasmai. Tasmai means what? It is fourth case if you see. Tasmai. Sataute tam tautanten tapyante. Tasmai tapyam tepya. So to that student. So tasmai means shishyaya. To that shishya. Saha. Saha here means Pippaladaha. Pippalad Rishi. Muni. Ha uvacha. He said. What did he say? Akasha hava esha deva full stop. Akash is that devta. Those people whose name is Akash, they will be very happy. No, no, the meaning is different. So, Akash is that devta, full stop. Then it is said, Vayu Ragnir Apah Prithvi Vang Mana Chakshu Shrotram Cha. Hava Esha Devta, Deva. You have to add Hava Esha Deva everywhere. What he has added here, Hava Esha Deva, that will go with Vayu, that will go with Agni, that will go with Apah, that will go with Prithvi, that will go with Vang, Mana, Chakshu, Shrotram, everywhere. So that homework you have to do. So Vayu Hava Esha Deva. So like he said, Akasha Hava Esha Deva, Vayu Hava Esha Deva, Agni Vaisha Deva, Apa Vaisha Deva, Prithvi Havaisha Deva, all those things we have to add. Okay, so he is saying that these are the devtas that are, we'll see the meaning. So these are the devtas that are holding that body. So here Vang meaning what? Vang represents the Karmendriyani. Vang means the speech, organ of speech. So it will represent all the karmendriyani. Then manaha, manas will represent the antakarnani, chatvari antakarnani. Antakaran Chatushtay. Okay. Then Chakshu and Shrotram. You have to combine both and they will represent the Jnanendriyani, all the Jnanendriya. Okay. So all are covered. So Vang meaning the Karmendriya, the Manaha meaning the Antakaran Chatushtay, and Chakshu and Shrotram meaning the Jnanendriya. Cha. Te Prakashya Abhivadanti, having illumined, they said, having illumined, Prakashya Abhivadanti, Vayametad Barnam Avashtabhya Vidharayama. This has to be in inverted commas because they are saying it's just a representation, it's just a story, that anecdote type. So they are as if they are saying, all of them, they are saying, now there will be a fight between them. All of them will say that I am the one who's illuminated. So having illumined, they, all these elements and organs, all of them, they prakashya, having illumined the body, abhivadanti, they said, what did they say? Vayam etad barnam avashtabhya vidharayamaha, body, we enter into this body, we all enter into this body. Vayam etad barnam, barnam means body, okay? Barnam does not mean an arrow. Barnam means the body. So we entered into this body and we collectively hold that body. We hold that body. Vidharayama means we hold that body. Okay, let us see the Bhashya. It will be more clear. So, see, any shape here, the Devta aspect or the, we will be seeing that. So, any shape, if it is there, the shape is actually Jad. So, it needs a holder. Any rope, anything that has got a shape, that needs a holder. Because it has to be held by somebody, because otherwise that will disintegrate. So there should be a vidharak tattva, and that vidharak tattva or the holder, that is called the devta here. That tattva who's holding. So that is called the devta here. So best example is of our body only, because if the jeev is not there, the jeev, we all know that the jeev is the holder of this body. Once the jeev goes away, then this body starts disintegrating into the five elements with which it was composed of. It will start disintegrating. So this is the thing that will be said here. We'll see more into it when the exact topic comes. Evam prishtavate tasmai sa hovacha. Evam prishtavate. See, this is prishtavan is the word. Prishtavan. Prishtavan, prishtavanto, prishtavantaha, prishtavantam, prishtavanto, prishtavataha, prishtavata, prishtavatavyam, prishtavatavhi, prishtavadbhi, prishtvate. So this is the fourth case. So evam prishtavate tasmai sohovacha, to the one who asked the question, to him tasmai hovacha, the hovacha, sa is Pipaladmani. To that Prishtavan, to who? Who was that? Bhargav, Bhargav Vaidarbhi. So Bhargavaya, what will be the fourth case of Bhargav? Bhargavaya. And what will be the case of Vaidarbhi? Vaidarbhine. So Bhargavaya or Vaidarbhine, sa Pipalada Hovacha. Pipalad Muni said. What did he say? Now this will come in inverted commas, the first line. Akashah, from Akashah to Prithvi, Prithvi iti, because it is representing the mantra only. So Akashah va esha devah, full stop, Vairagnirapaha Prithvi iti, full stop. Till here it will be inverted commas. Okay, so that Akashah va is, so that Akash is the, Akash and all these devtas are holding the body. एतानि पंचमहाभूतानि शरीर आरंभकाणि. These five elements, these Mahabhutani, are what? Sharirarambhakani. These are the ones who begin this body to make this body. They are the ones who make this body. Full stop. Now, this Akash is Jad. This Akash is Jad. It needs a Devta. What does all those five elements that are having some quality in it? Some or the other quality, all the five elements. So Akash does what? Akash gives Avkash, accommodates. So there has to be some sentient being who will hold that rule of that object. So any object that has got a rule, that has to have a ruler. Any material object, any matter that has got a rule has to be ruled by some sentient being. Anything. Like if you say there is sapidity in the water. So if there is sapidity in the water, then that of rule of sapidity, or the rule of the flow in the water, that has to be held by a devta. It has to be held by a devta. Okay. So that upholder cannot be inert. That upholder of the rule has to be sentient. Science does not Science does not accept this devta aspect, this devta principle. It does not believe in that. Okay, because it believes in pratyaksha praman. In earlier days, we used to have Gram Devata, Gram Devi. I don't know whether you all also must be knowing your Gram Devata, Kul Devta, Kul Devi, even Vana Devta, Vana Devi were also there. And for everything we have Devtas. Who are very staunch people. They'll go once a year, visit their Kul Devta. They go to the temples there. So this Devta concept has been given to us by our scriptures, by the Vedas. This is not believed by science because they don't believe in they believe in Pratyaksha Praman. In Puran also, in Puranic Katha also, if you see this principle only, will say that the Chandra Devta was the one who got cursed by Shivji. The Agni Devta has got a wife called Swaha, Swadha. They are both his wives. So in this way, the Puranic Kathas will explain the same principle through objectifying, or through giving them a shape to that Devta. So all the things have devtas. Devtas are empowered by the Lord only. Devtas do not have their own power. They are empowered by the Lord. So Lord can withdraw the power in them anytime whenever he wants. What happened to Indra? We saw many times Indra gets dose many times from the Lord. Even in Kenopanishad also just now we saw that the Agni Devta came, the Vayu Devta came, the power and the powerful. These are two, they become one when this is the concept of the Devta. But the power has been given to the Devtas by the Lord. That power of Agni Devta to burn everything, that did not, it could not burn Prahlad neither could it burn Hanumanji. Neither did it burn the blade of grass in Kenopanishad, because Bhagwan had taken away that power. He had, he had taken away that power, and therefore these devtas could not do anything. So these are sentient devtas, these are sentient principles who are the powerful, who are the custodians, you can say, of those powers. Okay, so if you are not close with the Lord, then you will not get the best power that He has. This is the concept of Upasana. So once we are doing Upasana, what is being done? The Shakti Shali is the Lord only. Shaktiman is the Lord only. And the Shakti is owned or possessed by the Lord only. So if we are saying, if we are talking about Akash, if we are talking about Vayu, Agni, Rapa, Prithvi, Vang, Mana, Ityadi, all these are having Devtas. So if inert, then the Chetan has to be there. If these are inert things, power and powerful relationship has to be there. Okay, so this is clear, very clear. So he's saying here that there are five elements. Etani Pancha Mahabhutani Sharira Arambakani. They are the ones who begin this body, to make this body. Vang, Manaha, Chakshuhu, Shrotram Ityadini. Karmendriye, Karmendriya, Buddhindriyani. I have already told you. Vang meaning the Karmendriya. Manaha, that is the Chatushtay, Antakaran Chatushtay. Then Chakshur and Shrotra, these are the Buddhindriya. Buddhindriya meaning the Jnanendriya. Te Karya Lakshanaha, Karana Lakshanascha. These are the Upalakshit. The Karya Lakshana means gross body. Gross body. And Karana Lakshana means the subtle body. Karan and the Karya, the effect and the cause. So the gross body and the causal, the subtle body. Bhavataha, you have to add bhavata and put full stop. The full stop there. The sentence is complete. Te devaha atmana mahatmyam prakashya abhivadanti. And now these devtas, they started revealing their glory. They started to tell their glory. They started telling their glory. Vadanti spardamana aham shreshthatayai katham vadanti. They started competing with each other. This is a story. They started competing with each other for showing their brightness or their varchasva, their shreshtha, their bigness. They started. Not so, katham vadanti? Vayam etad बाणं कार्यकारणसङ्घातम् अवष्टभ्य प्रासादम् इव संबधादयोः दयो अविशिथिलीकृत्य विधारयाम विस्पृष्टं धारयामः. So they are saying vayam etad banam, this body. What is this body? This is composed of karya karana sanghatam avashtabhya, composed of the cause and effect. This body which is composed of the cause and effect, we are holding it. Vayam etad banam karyakarana sanghatam avashtabhya prasadam iva. Avashtabhya prasadam. Prasad means the palace. The palace, like the palace is held by what? Sambhadaya. The big pillars are there. Huge palaces are there. So the pillars have to be very big. Sambhadayo avishithilikritya. Avishithilikritya means those pillars, they hold the whole palace. They don't let it fall down. So similarly, these prana, etc., all these five elements also are holding the body without letting the body disintegrate, not allowing it to fall apart like anti-aging. Okay, so here it is said that so vispashtam dharayamaha. So we are only the one who are holding this. So now the ahankar came into picture. So ahankar does not express all the time. When the time comes, right time comes, then the ahankar comes into picture and it starts playing. Starts saying that give me importance. I am the one who's doing this. I am the one. Don't neglect me. If I start neglecting you, then the things will fall apart. So his ahankar rejects the person in front of us. Ahankar rejects the kartritva of the other person. He will always say that my doership is bigger than the other person's doership. This is the ahankar. So this is what they are fighting for now. Okay, they don't know that the other thing is also important. All of them are giving their part of ahuti in the yagna called the body. But this one will feel that I am only the one who's doing that. So my work is the best one. Without me, nothing can continue. So it is very, very possessive about its own happiness. Who? This ahankar portion. So moment you take happiness, then you have to take the sorrow also. Now you can't share it also. The moment you take all the happiness, the sorrows will also come to you. So this is what is said here. So maya eva ekena ayam sanghata dhriyate iti ekaikasya abhiprayah. So by me only, not the other person, only by me. Only by me this is held. This is karmani prayog. Okay, passive. So maya eva, by me only, ekena ayam sanghatah dhriyate. This composition is held. Only by me it is held. I don't need anybody else. I'm the one who's holding this body. Dhriyate iti ekakasya abhipraya. Each one started saying this. Now see, Anand Giri, please see. Please see the page 23, Barnamiti. What is this Barnam? Bhavayoho abhedat was the second line on page number 23, Anandgiri, the middle portion. Barnamiti, did you get? Bhavayoho abhedat vati kutsitam gandham vati iti va. Barnam. Did you get it? All of you all? Okay. So Bhavayoho, Bah and Bah. This I've seen here in Assam, in Bengal. Bhavayoho abhedadvati. So here he is saying what is the meaning of barn? So he is describing the meaning of barn here. So he is saying ba and va are abhed. Like many times it is vikas is said is called bikash. Remember here this ba and va abhed is there. Then I'll give you more examples. Vibha, they call biva. This and this ver and ber is very confusing. Some people, especially Assamese and Bengali people, they confuse between these two words. They use them with each other. So here also it is said with that abhed vati kutsitam. So here varnam. So varnam meaning what? Kutsitam gandham vati tiva varnam. So vati meaning what? Va dhatu is there. Va dhatu has got two meanings. Vati means to go, that which eh, that which goes. Okay, and another meaning is what? That which takes the foul smell. Kutsitam gandham vati iti. The foul smell that it takes the foul smell. So vinasham gacchati iti va deshat deshantaram gacchati va. Either it is going to destruction or from one birth to another birth it is going. So to go or to take. So it is carrying the bad foul smell or it is going. So va dhatu has got two meanings. Here barnam can be meant as varnam. From varnam it has taken from the dhatu va dhatu and it means gati and gandhanayoho. Va dhatu has got two meanings, gati and gandhanayoho. So gati meaning it is going to destruction or it is going from one birth to the other birth. Or to take the foul smell. Akhandananji Swami used to say that if you go to the forest, it doesn't stink. Nature does not stink, but only if an animal or a body is dying or it is decaying, it will stink. So human body or animal body, these stink, but the nature does not have a stink in it. Okay, so here vinasham gacchati va. So shape is going to be lost. This is called banam. Every day we are going closer and closer and closer and closer to vinash. Okay, so these are the two meanings. So Vayam etat Banam Karya Karana Sanghatam Avashtabhya Prasadam. This ban is being held by, like a palace is held by the pillars, so we are holding it. All these sense organs are saying. And then they have a fight. Okay, so we have completed the second question, second mantra also. We'll see the third mantra tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om.